practical, so please cooperate, okay? Now, what is blood banking? The first practical, if we have shown online, then we have discussed about, anyone can tell me what we have discussed in practical number 1? Have you seen online or not? No. Very nice. Very good. Okay. So, but it is very important. So, please look through it. Okay. It was about blood grouping. What are the different types of blood? Okay, blood types. Then it's about how to demonstrate and what is the importance of Bombay blood group. Even in the first previous practical, it was about the major and minor cross match. Okay, whenever any patient needs the blood bank, okay, and if they need blood, we used to do several investigations. First is blood grouping, okay, because ABO incompatibility will be there. Then we have discussed about major and minor cross match, that is how you will cross match and become compatible. Then we also, our resident also perform the Coombs test, okay. If there is any weak antibodies, that will also be detected. Because what is our aim? Our aim is the patient should receive the safe blood transfusion. Okay, so that person does not have any reactions. So that was about practical 1. In practical 2, you know that only blood is transfused or other components are also being transfused. Anyone know? खाली whole blood चढ़े छे के बीजू भी चढ़े? Huh? Speak loudly, I will not kill you. Okay, I don't have knife in my hand, so you can tell me. You have any idea which all are other components which can be transfused to a patient? Only whole blood or there are another one also? What about plasma? What about platelet? Okay, dengue na patient hoy. So in that, the platelet will be low. So platelet will be transfused and not the whole blood. હવે થેલેસેમિયા ના પેશન્ટ હોય એને કયું ચડે? Packed red cells. Okay, because they don't need the plasma. They need only the RBCs. Okay, similarly, different types of components are there. Okay, so how you will prepare it? What are the other components? What is its clinical importance? That will be told in this today's practical. Even how to separate. There are different type of blood bags are available. Okay. Then there is also one that is called as autologous transfusion, exchange transfusion. So what all are there? Today's practical is mostly the theoretical part, but as it won't be told in your lectures, so please concentrate. Okay. Now, what are the competencies which we will deal today is different type of blood components and their clinical uses. Describe the transfusion reaction. Okay, after we have transfused safely, but still the reactions are not occur. So, which all the reactions will be there? Okay, in your clinical posting, you can come across this. And what are the investigation which you will do if the patient has transfusion reaction? Then what are the indications, and we will describe about the autologous transfusion. One by one, 22.4, what are the objectives? That is about different components. Then what are the anticoagulants? What is anticoagulants? You can give blood, anything like that. So what is the storage life? What is anticoagulant? First practical માં હોય ને ટ્યુબ્સ માં બી એન્ટીકોએગ્યુલન્ટ હોય. So what are they? ઘરે જઈને બધા ઊંઘતા હશે ને અત્યારના ટાઈમે. So you all are in sleepy mode. Okay. Then mention different blood bags. Then what is the storage life? What is the clinical use? Okay, we will go one by one. If you have any doubt, please tell me. Okay. Then 22.6, what are the transfusion reactions? What are the types of transfusion reactions? What is the clinical features? Okay. Now the transfusion reaction. Okay. What are the immediate steps you will take if the patient has transfusion reaction? What you will do? How you will stop? That all will be there. Then how you will document? How you will do the serological test, hemolysis and micro also. The last one is about the autologous. What are the advantages and what are the indications? Now, as I told, it's not just the RBC. From the RBC, you will have all this which can be transfused to a patient. RBC and also an RBC component, that is whole blood. Whole blood carriage. Anyone have any idea? Huh? Speak loudly, please. What? Severe blood loss. Example, accident. In that, you will transfuse whole blood. And as I told, in thalassemia patient, you will do. Specialized RBC, leukopoor. Why leukopoor? That leuko means the lymphocytes will be there. If the patient is cancerous patient, or if the patient have any, if you want to transfuse, actually typing one. Okay, so for the graft versus host reaction, have you heard this name? Okay, for that also you can use this leukopoor. Okay, frozen red cells. If the patient has autologous, means the same patient, if suppose Bombay blood group. Okay, this patient they have called as a rare blood group. So if you will store it and then you can give that to the same patient. Okay, that's why it is frozen RBCs. Then platelet components. In that it is random donor and a single donor. I will tell you what is the importance of both. Then plasma component, FFP, cryoprecipitate. What is there in plasma? Plasma માં શું હોય? Don't, I will not understand anything. Speak loudly. What is there, girls? Plasma માં શું હોય? Okay, anyone has taken the vaccine, COVID vaccine? Or everyone has taken? In fact, એમાં તો yes કે no બોલો. એ તો મને નહીં ખબર હોય ને. લીધી છે કે નથી લીધી? કઈ કેનાથી બની છે? Antibodies. Where the antibodies will be? In the plasma. The fibrinogens, the clotting factors will be there in the plasma. Okay. So plasma is very important. So even hemophilia આપણે સાંભળ્યું હશે. Okay. So this all will be there for the cryoprecipitate you will have. If you have bleeding tendency, you will use all these plasma components because it has everything. Okay. In this. RBC has antigen. Plasma has antibodies. So whatever the reactions will be there, you will have to do the plasma. Okay. Again, from plasma products, you will have albumin. Mostly the burns patient, crystalloid, colloid. The albumin also will be transfused. Coagulant factor and immunoglobulins. Okay, immunoglobulins have you? So COVID have you? Okay, so what are the different anticoagulants will be there? It will be, the first one was by Ross and Turner, that is citrated glucose. What is the aim of anticoagulant? Okay, anyone has donated the blood yet? Blood donate કર્યું છે અહીંયાથી કોઈ? Please raise your hands. 18 plus થઈ ગયા તમે લોકો. Okay, so you have donated your blood. So why you are donating the blood? That should be transfused to a patient, right? એમને એમને નથી આપી દીધું આપણે કઈ કોકને હેલ્પ થાય. That's why you are donating the blood. So અગર એવું થાય કે ભાઈ ડોનેટ કરે તો તરત જ આપવાનું બાકી કઈ યુઝ નથી તો will you donate? You won't donate, right? So for that, to store or whatever the blood is you have given, it should not be hemolyzed or it should not be degenerated. For that, the anticoagulants is added in a blood bag. So what are the different types of anticoagulants? According to that, their shelf life. Shelf life is like any bag ની કેટલી capacity છે? અમુક 21 days છે. If you are using Sandamukta, the shelf life of that bag will be 45 days. That means 45 days lagi you can transfuse that donor blood to a recipient. Recipient means the patient. Okay, so for that the anticoagulants are important. The first one is acidified citrate dextrose. Now the most common which is there in the blood bags, they are citrate phosphate dextrose, that is CPD. Another one is CPDA. Okay, this both. And if you are using the blood component bag, means single, double, if you are using the triple and the quadruple, they have SAGM. Okay, that is sodium citrate, adenine, glucose mannitol. Okay, so because by using this, the shelf life has increased to 45 days. So up to 45 days, the bag will not be across, what you can say, it will not be excluded. Okay, you can use the bag for the patient. After that, it is a waste. Even the glycerol mostly for the cryoprotective agent. That means for by glycerol you can also save the blood in refrigerator up to 5 years. Okay. So different type of blood bag. Have you seen anyone? Have you seen the blood bag? Actually, you haven't donated, so you will not know. Okay. There are single, double, triple, and quadruple. Today you will see this blood bag. And then you can see what are the different type of anticoagulants are used, what is the ml, okay, how it will be calculated. This all will be told by the resident. Okay. So why just blood is only for the collection? No, it is for collection, processing, and for the storage. Okay. They also help for aseptic conditions, for separation of different blood components, because sterile proportion is at most important. Okay, if it is open system, the contamination will be there. So for aseptic also, they have a sealer. Okay, under so that there is a less of contamination will be there, and it is a closed system, reducing the chances of contamination. Now, as I told, different shelf life according to the different type of anticoagulant are used, and even the temperature is important. Okay, the fridge which we have is not been used in blood bag storage. Okay, because they also require -70 degrees Celsius. Okay, and if you want to store, it is by 2 to 6 degree. आपको fridge કેટલાનું હોય, क्या degree लगी હોય? Okay. So whole blood 2 to 6 degrees Celsius. If it is a ACD, then 21 days. CPD 21 days. If it is CPDA, it will be 35 days. Shelf life will be there. If it is only PCV, that means from whole blood, PCV will be made, and another one is the plasma. Okay. If it is only RBC, that is packed cell volume, then it will also have the same life. If it is CPDA, then it is 35 days. If it is RBC plus SAGM, okay, that is 42 days. Some have 45 days also. If it is a platelet, it is only for 20 to 24 temperature is required, because in lower temperature the functions of platelet will die. It will become non-functional. Okay, so they require this much temperature. All the above one require lower temperature, that is 2 to 6 degree. Okay, and what is the function of platelet? Physiology. I am not asking about pathology. What is the function of platelets? How they will, in quotation, if anyone has an injury, okay, how they will use their primary plug? What they will do? They will agglutinate themselves, no? वहाँ पे जाके clot करने का शुरू करेंगे. That means they have an agglutination and property. So for that, there is a required constant agitator. Okay, the अलग से वो machine हसे in which the platelet bag will be put, and it is all continuously. It is like this. Okay, so that the properties of platelet won't die. Okay, it is about 5 days. If you will put it in the agitator and at a temperature of 20 to 24 degree. Then is FFP, fresh frozen plasma. Okay, it requires -18 to around -50 or 40 degree. Okay, and the shelf life is 1 year. Up to 1 year you can use. Even Reliance Wada, okay, they all used to take this FFP, okay, for preparing different type of drugs. Okay, so in drugs also the FFP is used. Even about the cryoprecipitate they will take and they will make many vaccines or medicines, anything like that. Okay. They also require -18 to -40 degree and 1 year will be the shelf life. Single donor plasma, single, even only one donor, it will be there by apheresis. There is one technique which is called as apheresis. Okay, and if it is stored at -18, 5 years is the survival. Granulocytes means the WBC, RBCs. Sorry, WBC in that there are different types, that is lymphocytes or the neutrophil is only 24 hours. Okay. Now, what are the uses of different blood components? As I told, whole blood, whenever there is an active blood loss, acute blood loss or excessive blood loss along with hypovolemia. Okay. Another one is this exchange transfusion. This is used whenever any neonate want the transfusion. Okay. So in that the mother and the babies are being cross-matched and they will be exchanged there. Okay, that is exchange transfusion. Packed red cell, there is replacement of red cells in anemic patient. If it is less than 7 patient or the thalassemia patient or the patients of pregnancy, okay, in that there is a packed cell volume. If you will use whole blood, the volume overload થઈ જાય ને ઘણા બધા અગર એક સાથે આપવાના હોય તો if the volume overload will be there, then it is called as massive transfusion. Massive transfusion એટલે patient ને load વધારે પડશે. And if it is a massive one, even the patient can die because of transfusion. Okay, so we don't want that. We want only કે ભાઈ HB એનું વધવું જોઈએ. Okay, with one bag if you will give, the HCT will increase by 3 and the HB will be increased by approximately 1 gram. Okay, so we want only in anemic patient only HB ની જરૂર છે કે HB વધવું જોઈએ. So that's why we will use packed red cells. So you are getting me? Okay. With use of crystalline or colloid solution in acute blood loss also we can use. If it is crystalline colloid, that means it is like that of only whole blood. Even in that different plasma or albumin specialized होगा वो देंगे, उसके साथ में black blood cells देंगे. Okay. Leukocyte reduce, that is for minimize the white cell immunization in patient. That means graft versus host reaction के होके नहीं था इतना मतलब. And reduces the risk of CMV transfusion. Okay. FFP, it is if there is a deficiency of factor 2, 5, 10, 11, then it will be used because this plasma have these factors in it. Okay. Even with the multiple coagulation factor deficiency, liver disease, warfarin treatment, coagulopathy, in that also this FFP will be used. Then cryoprecipitate, if there is a fibrinogen deficiency, that is quantitative or qualitative, that is Wald-Blumron in DIC, then factor 13, uremic coagulopathy, fibrin blue, and factor 8, that is hemophilia. In that we will use the cryoprecipitate. Because in cryo, what will happen? Plasma, suppose it has 200 ml, okay, in a bag. So this cryoprecipitate, what it will do? You will put this bag like this, and whatever the plasma that will be down, settled down, and only the coagulants or only the fibrinogen, everything that will be stayed up. Okay, બાકીનું નીચે આવી જશે. So this one which is there, it is called as poor plasma because it does not have any fibrinogen or any factor. But this cryo, it is rich. It has all the fibrinogen and everything. Okay, so like that it is a cryoprecipitate, another one is written as poor plasma. From FFP only it will be made. Okay, and પછી એનું thawing થાય. Thawing means water bath નાખે and then we can give to the patient. The platelet concentrate, if there is a thrombocytopenia, that means if the platelet is below 150, and mostly the platelet concentrate will be given in our India is, as I told, it is dengue. If it is less than 50,000, less than 20,000, they will give the platelet concentrate. Okay, if there is a platelet dysfunction or prevention of bleeding. So this is about different type of blood bags and the components. Now, once we have given the bag to the patient, okay, and it has been transfused, Wadma bag Zygen. But due to some reason, either due to ABO incompatibility, that means the patient's blood is not matching the donor blood, the incompatibility થઈ ગયું, or if some antibodies, okay, એના લીધે એને reaction આવી ગયું, so that is called as transfusion reaction. Because of transfusion of blood, the patient has the reaction. So any kind of adverse reaction in recipient is the patient, that's why it's called as recipient. Due to blood transfusion, it is called as blood transfusion reaction. It can be mild to lethal. If mild, fever જેવું લાગશે. If it is lethal, that means hemolysis will occur. Hemolysis, the hemolytic anemia, this type of one type of hemolytic in which the patient's own blood will be broken down, and even it will be broken down, and it will cause a severe reaction to the patient. Even the patient can die if the blood transfusion is severe. Okay? So it can be either acute or delayed. Delayed after 24 hours, acute is within 24 hours. That's why monitoring of blood is very important. હવે તમારી clinical field હશે ત્યારે જ્યારે બી blood transfusion થાય, so what all are precautions are taking? You should see, okay, nurse કેવી રીતે એને કહે છે, okay, and you should visit once the blood bank, okay, and then you will understand, okay, આટલા બધા બી donate કરે છે, so you should also donate, okay. Then there is a mild reaction, then there is a hypersensitivity or allergic reaction, or there is just a simply rash on the skin. If it is moderate to severe, there is of two types, hemolytic and non-hemolytic, or immune and non-immune. Okay. And another one is contamination. So different types, it is acute or delayed. If it is acute one, it is hemolytic, febrile, non-hemolytic, allergic, anaphylactic shock. પછી patient ને blood ચડાવેલું, કઈ નહીં, shock માં ગયું patient અને મરી ગયું. Okay, so this can also happen. Or there is acute lung injury. If it is delayed, it will be also within days to months. Okay, ekdam dhire dhire it will be progressing. It will be hemolytic, alloimmunization, post-transfusion purpura, graft versus host disease, immunomodulation, and even practical it is said that transfusion-related infections, okay, malaria, HIV, HBsAg, that can also, but here it is not because they are not the reaction. It is the transmitted infections because of blood transfusion. Okay, but they are also delayed time. Okay, that will come in the non-immune. Here the previous one, the body will react. Okay, but here the body will not react, but there is either due to contamination or due to circulatory overload, or either there is any damage, physical or chemical damage to RBC. That means the bag itself, it is hemolyzed. Okay? Or hyperkalemia, there is a potassium increase in the blood bag. If it is delayed, it is HIV, hepatitis, syphilis, malaria, and iron overload. If you see the patient, okay, so what is there? If you will see the patient, it is called as medicine part. If the patient complains about itself, it is called as symptoms. And what you will see is the signs. Okay? So patient will tell that after blood transfusion, મને ઠંડી લાગવા માંડે છે, chills, or back pain, chest pain, restlessness, flushing, sweating, pain will be there, because actually the blood transfusion is different than the saline or another transfusion. If you are transfusing the blood should be at a very low rate. તરત એકદમ શૂટિંગ ની જેમ નહીં હોય કે વધારે રેટ ઉપર ચાલુ કરી 20 પર મિનિટ ચાલુ કરી દીધું, એવી રીતે નહીં હોય. Okay, so drop by drop slowly it should go. Okay, if it is not there, pain is the infusion site, or the patient can have overload symptoms. Abdominal discomfort, nausea, vomiting can also occur. What are the signs which you will see as a doctor, that is fever with rigors will be there, thandi lage છે સાથે સાથે, tachycardia. Okay, so whenever blood has been transfused, the RMO or the intern or the particular physician, they will see, they have a charting. Okay, and starting before half an hour, the transfusion, what are the normal parameters, BP કેટલું છે, pulse કેટલી છે, the urine output, this all will be seen. Even during that also they will see, and after transfusion also for about 24 hours, they will look that the patient is not tachypneic or the patient has, there should not be any hypovolemia, okay, the patient should not have any dyspnea, hypotension, pallor or any cyanosis, because this all are the reactions. Hemoglobinuria, it will be there, the hemoglobin will be there in the urine, or the urine output has been decreased, or the patient will go in the shock and then later on DIC, and because of that the sudden death will occur and the patient can die. So the same thing, that is fever, which is pain at infusion site, BP changes, usually hypertension. Then there will be oozing from the IV line sometimes. The renal symptoms will be hemoglobinuria, oliguria, anuria or shock. Even during surgery, from the surgical side, mostly after surgery, if you know, there can be an acute blood loss. So after surgery, many patients, the blood will be transfused. So for that also, there will be direct oozing from the surgical side. જ્યાં આપણે કર્યું ત્યાંથી leak થવા માંડશે. Okay, that can also happen, hypotension or hemoglobinuria. If it is delayed, it will be after 4th day of transfusion. There will be only fever, then jaundice, renal failure, and for that, the first clinical sign as a pathologist we will see in the peripheral blood smear is the spherocytosis. A small color nana RBC થઈ જશે, and they don't have any pallor. The normal RBC, they are pallor. They have a central pallor and they are normal in size. But here there will be a spherocytosis and the DCT. Okay, if you will see the previous blood practical, I told about what is the importance of DCT and ICT. The DCT, the direct Coombs test, will be positive. That means the RBC of the patient have antigen, and they will, from the donors, they have the antibodies and they both will react. That's why the DCT will be positive. Okay, how you will manage if you will have the transfusion reaction immediately as a doctor? That is, what you will do, you will immediately you will stop the transfusion set. Okay, and disconnect the BT set from the needle or the catheter. First step is you should stop the blood transfusion immediately. Second, keep IV line open with NS for new infusion test set. If you are feeling કે નહીં patient ને ચડાવવું પડે તો બીજી side પર again you should open the IV line. Okay, then check all the details over the bag. Again you will check કે ભાઈ bag તો ખોટી નથી ચડાઈ ગઈ ને. Sometimes it will happen કે નર્સે જલ્દીમાં બીજા patient ની બીજા patient માં ચડાવી દીધી તો so you have to check, because whenever there is a blood request, patient's no blood જાય, okay, that will be two, EDTA and the platelets. Okay, they will go in the blood bag and particular blood bag સાથે એનું cross match થાય. That means all the reactions, everything they have checked. પછી જ blood bag આપે. So if it is not exchanged or not, okay, એટલે detail જોવાની, labeling, color of blood, if it is not hemolyzed, any clot or other matters. Then you have to check for the cross match patient identity. Then you have to immediately inform the physician for the reaction, because if it is lethal, the patient can die. You have to notify the blood bank and about the staff about the symptoms, signs and symptoms. There is one form that's called as TTR form. Okay, so in that they will fill all the requests and then they will send it to blood bank and the pathology lab. In that, other investigation will be carried forward. Okay. The post-transfusion sample, that is plain EDTA, is given from another way. Why? Same માંથી કેમ નહીં લીધું કેમ કે તો ઓલરેડી એમાં તો ટ્રાન્સમિશન રિએક્શન થવા માંડ્યું છે. ઓકે, so we will take from another side of the vein and collect phosphorylated urine and send for the analysis for the hemoglobin, because hemoglobin urea will happen in transfusion reaction. So there is transfusion reaction workup, pre-transfusion blood sample, and is stored for minimal 3 days. Okay, after that it is discarded. Then post-transfusion blood sample, post-transfusion urine sample, and current blood bag with infusion bag used. એમાં શું જોવાનું? વર્કઅપમાં કરેક્ટ નંબર છે કે નહીં. Even the record, you have to check for the record. You have to identify the patient, the donor, and all the paper. Then you have to maintain the monitoring chart of the blood transfusion with time. And you have to correct all of the blood bag and sampling, and then again inform. Investigation which you will put forward is, you will again repeat the blood grouping and cross match. Maybe it will be called from the blood bank or blood banking also કે ભાઈ patient નું sample જ exchange થયું હોય, so they have performed the another blood group. So you will repeat everything. You will repeat blood grouping, you will repeat cross matching of both pre-transfusion and post-transfusion. Okay. Then you will perform DCT. In why this serum bilirubin, RFT, hemoglobin? Serum bilirubin નો શું રોલ છે? Yes, hemolysis, jaundice. Okay, hemolytic anemia માટે serum bilirubin raise છે કે નહીં? You will check for that. And you will use CBC, in that spherocytosis will be there. PT, APTT, coagulation, because if the patient is lethal, it will go in DIC. So this PT, APTT will be deranged, means it will be in the higher limit. And urine sample. Even bacteriological and culture of the donor blood to rule out any contamination. Sometimes it will happen the bag go in proper temperature, but sometimes the patient, but the donor will not give you proper history, and the donor has some disease, or donor has the infection, and that will be there in the blood bag. Okay, so that can be transfused. So in culture you will get the bacteriological culture positive. Okay. Now what is autologous? What is meant by auto? Auto means self. So what it indicates, autologous means खुद का ही blood खुद को चढ़ाना. Okay, and it is nowadays it is very becoming like समझ છે તમને લોકોને ઓલું cord blood banking. You know umbilical cord નું જે blood હોય છે. Even that stem cell banking. Okay, in that the patient immediately after the newborn is born, okay, and umbilical cord નું જે blood છે they will store, because they have a stem cell. If they have any disease, you can regenerate it. Similarly, this autologous blood transfusion, if the patient or this feel કે ભાઈ મારે મારું જ blood ચડાવવું છે, so they can first donate it and they can put it, that is cryo, 5 વર્ષ લગી અને કઈ નહીં થાય. Okay, frozen RBC. So they can give that, and whenever they have disease or whenever before surgery or during surgery also, patient's own blood will be donated to the patient itself. Okay, so means the pre-infusion of blood or blood products taken from the same patient. Allogenic, homologous, it is blood taken from donor to a recipient, it is allogenic. So mostly it is homologous or allogenic, but if from the same patient it is autologous. It is a new concept because of fear of transfusion transmitted diseases stimulated the growth of autologous program. પોતાનું છે તો કઈ રિએક્શન બી નથી થવાનું અને ના કોઈ ડિઝીઝ ટ્રાન્સમિટ થવાનું છે, રાઈટ? So what are the advantage? You can avoid many complications associated with allogenic transfusion, that is acute hemolytic reaction, allergic reaction, transmission of diseases like HIV, hepatitis, syphilis, malaria, avoidance of immunosuppressive effect. Okay, then rare blood group. Okay, what are the type of blood groups? Different type of blood groups. Okay, what is your blood group? B positive. Yours? positive, O positive. It is a most, that is APO is most common. Another type of blood group, Tepi, Cal, Lewis, Lutheran. Okay, એમાંથી એક છે બોમ્બે blood group. Okay, ભિંડે 1952 માં કરેલું. So this Bombay blood group, in your slide method, you will see it is like O blood group, but actually they do not have any antigen. So the blood group, Bombay blood group का patient को only Bombay blood group ही चढ़ेगा. So that is a rare blood group. In India I am talking about. Okay. So this rare blood group, for that it is required that allogenic. Okay. આપણે ઓલું કયું મૂવી હતું સુલતાન સાઈડ હતું ના? Have you watched the Sultan movie? એમાં એને O negative હોય છે and the baby also have O negative. So એને નથી મળતું and the baby dies. Okay, I am doing this. હા બસ વાતો નહીં આ તો તમે લોકો જાગો એટલે હું સુલતાન મૂવી લાવી. Okay, so in that O negative, so if the donor, if સલમાન ખાને પહેલેથી O negative આપી દીધું હોત બ્લડ બેંકમાં, ઓકે, તો એનું બેબી બચી શકત, રાઈટ? The similar way, if it is rare blood group, okay, for donation purpose also, and also if the self patient is there, so at that time the risk of dying will be lesser. Okay, it allows the availability of fresh whole blood for transfusion also. So the same thing, rare blood group, which is compatibility, and any serious psychiatric risk of anxiety will not be there. Now this is about the theoretical part, today's practical. Okay, so I will ask you certain questions first કે ભાઈ કઈ અંદર ઘૂસ્યું છે કે ભાઈ બધું બાઉન્સર જ ગયું છે. Okay, so from that last fact, yes, what I told in today's some words, at least 1 to 2 lines about today's practical. What you regain. તમને પહેલા કઈ જ ખબર નથી પણ હવે શું ખબર પડી થોડી ઘણી. Thank you.
Triple bag, triple bag and quadruple bag. What we do to separate the component? First we centrifuge, whichever blood bag we collected from the donor. First we centrifuge the bag, in which we have, after centrifugation, in base we have here red cells, RCC. Then above layer is white cell or granulocyte or buffy coat layer. Then above platelet and plasma. Which bag is this? Single bag or transfusion or a transfer bag, in which we have a PEG cell or RCC. Which is this bag? In a single and double bag, we use as anticoagulant CPD, and in double we can use CPDA also. In double, what we have? Two components. One is RCC, and other is, what is the above layer in that centrifuge? Plasma. So we have two components, plasma and RCC. Which is this bag? In what anticoagulant is used in this? Sagam. And what three component? According to that centrifugation, red cells, plasma and platelet.
Because the last one is called as satellite bag also. Okay, it is also called as transfer bag. Okay, because we are just transferring from main component, we are just transferring. Okay, and we are getting another type of components.
And which is this bag? Quadruple bag, in which we have another fourth component, cryo. Okay, cryo or any other granulocyte or what we want from that bag. So we collect in a one bag, and then after centrifugation and another processing, we separate all components. And according to that, we collect in a bag, either a transfer bag, either in double, triple or quadruple.